we're live in the 605 with another Lunchbox podcast.
Your break time entertainment.
Ooh, very cross-eyed. I like it. Bringing some pizzazz.
Yeah, we're a little silly tonight. We've got no topic.
Mm-mm.
Well,
So,
it's our wonderful planning.
Yep, it is. It's really good.
We already have a guest. So T Miller, what are we talking tonight, big dog?
Yay.
What are we talking about? Don't be stupid.
Is that what he said?
No, I'm telling him don't be
Oh,
stupid. Like war in the Middle East.
Oh God.
Yeah, we should really count which one we're on. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
50? 50.
We gotta be 50.
Is that the old Jennifer Aniston?
Yep.
Oh my God.
50.
You guys, why we're just talking about nothing and something. You brought up Jennifer Aniston. My biggest lady crush of all time. I love her. I love her so much.
Yeah, between her and the ones that don't age is like her and J-Lo.
Yeah, her too. I love her so much. And that's the reason that so Jennifer Aniston, she is the reason that I will forever hate Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
I hate them. Fuck those.
Hate them. Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime Angelina Jolie gets brought up, I go, "Oh, that home wrecking whore."
Yeah. You make one movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yep.
Somebody showed a picture of Megan Fox. She looks the same. Did 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
No, because she was 12 back then.
No, she's 35.
Does she look the same? I think somebody was just talking about her at work recently and said she looks a lot different. Or no, okay, never mind.
Time out. Miller said we should talk about childhood things that we did that we don't do now.
We could touch on that for a minute.
No, yeah, we kind of did. Childhood things that we did that kids don't do now. Yeah, we talked about a little bit about that. We could circle back. That was
I don't know. Work
checks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's honestly a big one.
Listen to our parents.
Yeah. Oh.
I had a conversation with somebody about it. So the thing is that we always had maybe you guys are different, and we've always established that. But
justice.
The thing for me was I never really had a curfew because I was told like go outside, play. We do night games. It'd be midnight, and I'd come home, and that was okay. And now it's like kids have to be home by 8:30, or
they're gonna get snatched.
Yeah.
Well, there's just all this tech though that like if my mom and dad had like a tracker, right, like on your wrist or whatever, they could tell where you're at. Like we were a block away, or 2 blocks away, and it was a small town though, so we never really drifted far. But I don't know, I feel like kids and the youth don't really have the rules that we did. But we grew up in a small town, so I think we were more free to do stuff.
Even then, I think just growing up now with all the crazies out there and stuff.
Yeah.
But see, like I think those crazies existed back then. They just didn't always execute as easily.
Publicly?
They did.
Publicly.
They definitely existed. So the town that I grew up in, and not even kidding you, right before we moved there, like, I don't know, a couple of months. It was in Minnesota, all over the news because a kid got kidnapped from St. Joe. And it was like big. I mean, it was just, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Jacob Wetterling. It was like,
I actually did. Yeah,
that was a big time thing that had been all over the news, and it had been going on for like, oh my God, I didn't even know. They actually just solved this case like probably
isn't it
5
like
years ago.
It's like a Netflix thing too, isn't it? Or it's like some.
Oh yeah, I bet it is. Like
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Then it was like right before we moved into the town where like I was like terrified.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just different for people now that, there's more crazies out there, but there's an interesting way to just remember. So we can go back to this actually, but the familytreenow.com.
Yep.
Not to plug it,
Oof.
but the day we showed her, like, have you lived here, 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 and here? And they're like, your entire life is
tinfoil
there.
hat.
Yep. There's a lot of public records out there that are kind of creepy. That you can easily find out. I'm not too worried about it, but I may or may not have found that somebody that is within the organization I work for now. There's a domestic abuse case from 1993 that's floating around. And I was just like, juicy. So,
What? That would have like expired by now.
Well, they were charged and withdrawn, so it was. I mean, it's there. But anyways, the thing is, the internet is so nasty, and the internet will always win. That's one thing I think we can all agree on. But yeah, I mean, the youth in today's world, right? They're into collecting Pokemon cards, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're just into the things that are like what's the fad on like the news or the TikTok stuff, social media.
The TikTok.
We didn't
dancing.
Dude, TikTok trolls are real though. Like everybody says that like. So I have a friend that actually, it's one of Matt's friends too, but he DJs on TikTok, Twitch, like all these platforms. And on TikTok, people always like make fun of him.
Kill yourself.
But it's like even the comments on our TikTok, the one that said that, what is it, Bobby Lee's trying to impress white girls or something. I was like, okay. But
that.
It's just, funny. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we never had to deal with, like, I mean, there was bullying. I mean, don't get me wrong. People were bullied all the time, but yeah, it's Royski. But people were bullied all the time. It was never publicly out there that people could read it 4 hours later. You had to be there. You had to listen to somebody say, hey, you squinty, whatever they would call me, you know, things like that. And I don't know, maybe that's why some people don't have thick skin anymore, because they read it and then they read it again. And then their friends read it and they say, hey, did you see this? And then they screenshot it. Then they send it to their friend. They say, hey, did you see this about that person? Or they might delete the comment entirely because somebody might get a, you know, lie and say that they have cancer or heart attack and sunburn and whatever else it was. You know, it's, that is a screenshot that I will keep for a while. But
that's a good one.
Keep it forever.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, "There's no way this is real," but it was. Anyways, that's one thing I think that we see with the youth, right? And I don't know, Ryan, you were just home. I mean, what's changed in the town in 20 years since you were there?
Nothing. There's not a lot. It's kind of crazy. You go through and you see all the houses that were still there when you were a kid. It's just that a lot of them aren't kept up. So a lot of these small towns are just kind of slowly deteriorating because they don't have either the funds or the will to or want to make their house better. It's just like it's crazy.
Is like the pool and everything still the same, or
pool got upgraded? It's a little bit bigger, different water slide and stuff. But like half the businesses are closed downtown, you know. So like one of
like a hardware store or stuff.
Yeah. So it used to even be Ace Hardware, and then it closed. So I had to drive all the way to freaking Jackson to get just a light switch, you know.
I thought you lived in
Lakefield, yeah.
Just north.
Gotcha.
And then, but no, like little things like I was telling Raina, I was like, man, you know, I just really want some Lakefield donuts because we had like one of the best bakeries.
Yes.
And then
Centerville's up there.
Closed.
Oh, it's closed. It doesn't even exist.
Like, yeah, they're getting new owners this fall apparently, and then our beef jerky at the butcher shop was dynamite, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to go get some beef jerky. New ownership. They don't do beef jerky anymore.
Oh man.
Cool. Did you see George's Pizza up in Brookings? Not to get too far off track. George's Pizza, after 60 years, getting new owners.
Oh geez.
And so their last day of like the previous owners, I was actually gonna go up there. I feel like you had to have one last hoorah. Like if that ever happens at Nick's, I promise you and I are both going.
Oh my god, yes!
Like
that's not even a place that, you know, I didn't go to college there or anything, but just like having those burgers a few times. They're fucking fantastic.
Dynamite.
But see, like it's
Yeah.
the burgers there is kind of like what Bob's Chicken is to Sioux Falls, and or Bob's Carryout, whatever it's called now.
Ew! Don't you dare.
No, Bob's to
How
Sioux
do I,
Falls
how do I
is
kick Amber out?
yeah, I don't know, but Bob's to Sioux Falls is a staple of this city. Like Bob's has been around for a long time. New owner a few years ago, but anyways,
And I bet they still use the same grease in the fryers.
I hope so. That's what makes it good.
that's the trademark.
Cool.
But the thing about Nick's is that like Nick's was been around so long, but going up there, living up there, yeah, you just can't match it. It's kind of like the Lantern Lounge if it was still a.
Oh, geez.
I don't know. We can go down memory lane. I feel bad because Amber has no clue what we're talking about. Yeah,
I was in the sink there one time.
there's a picture floating around on the internet of me grabbing the big buck hunter gun and holding it up to somebody's head with a drink in my mouth. And yeah, people probably offended by that, but
Solid, yeah.
If you ended the night at the Lantern, you were going to throw up.
100%. And you got a
What is the lantern?
you got a lantern
It
tea.
was.
You got
Back then, a lantern
tea.
tea was $7, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
knew what was in it.
You're Vinny.
Pure booze, and more than likely, I don't even want to know what that. Actually, I do know what the floor looked like because I'd be up there during the day when I worked at Budweiser. But it was honestly that
That place was gross. It was a gross place. Like I said, I legit peed in the sink there.
Do you remember in the Blues? This is gonna be a bad one. Do you remember the Blues when they put the plastic like seal like things over the stairs?
Yes.
So there was a SDSU basketball player coming home, and it was like 3 a.m, and I'm just standing at the top of the stairs, peeing, watching it go down each step. And yeah, I'll never forget it. Last name Looney, not Mooney from USD, but anyways, he was like 6'5" dude, and I'm standing at the top because we were at the apartment that was upstairs, and all I remember him doing is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "There's nowhere else to go." And he's like, "Oh my gosh!" And so there's only one set of stairs, right? They didn't have 2 sets of stairs in those Blues, and yeah, he didn't beat me up or anything, but it was
That's
awkward.
so gross.
Well,
Awesome.
because I think I remember saying something about it being a slinky and just.
Oh my God.
He's like, "What are you doing?" Because he couldn't see your little wiener.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
That's exactly what it was.
Coming from?
Yeah, where's that
Oh,
coming from? Does he have a water bottle?
man. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. We got about youth. This is one of those interesting ones. There really is no topic. But yeah, the Lantern Brookings. I haven't been up there to see what Brookings like is at night now, but
Yeah.
there's no way it compares.
So,
I think it's tamed down a lot.
so a funny bar story. You guys won't know. There's this one bar in St. Cloud, and
What's it called?
oh my God, I think it was
Hanks.
The red carpet.
the red carpet. I think is either the red carpet or the press. One of those 2 bars.
Did
I'm
it
already
have
mixed up.
multiple stories with different areas in the bar?
Yeah, so that was red.
That was
carpet.
the red carpet.
So me and a friend were out on the patio at the red carpet, and she had too much to drink and was throwing up over the balcony that goes like down into this parking lot. Oh my God, it was really funny. There's people like walking down there. She's just
So
throwing up
gross.
over the.
We used to launch water balloons off the roofs. But do you remember when the guy died at the red carpet from the security guard getting pushed outside?
Yes.
My buddy was there when it happened, and he had to go back up
shit.
there to testify what he saw.
Oh man, yeah, that was insane.
It was just a insubordinate drunk. He was getting pushed out or getting kicked out. Bouncer came up, shoved him. He pretty much stumbled outside, hit his head on the curb, died.
Wow.
Yep.
Just like that was it. And
Lights out. Night.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he ended up dying, and I don't know what ended up happening with it, but no, the red carpet's a cool bar up there. I like that one. But yeah, so enough about bars.
Pivot.
Perhaps.
I don't know. So this is actually something that came up. We were talking about water parks and theme parks, right?
Oh my god, that's right. I was just gonna bring that up. That's weird.
I'm thinking a number
'Cause I-
between 1 and 3,000. What is it?
67.
Okay, I was gonna
Yep.
bring it up just because we were just recently talking, and I've lived here for like 7 years now.
Never been Wild
And
Water
I've been-
West.
No, I haven't.
That's
Me
wild.
either.
That's wild.
You haven't either?
What?
No.
Oh,
You're
As
okay.
kidding.
kids, not as an adult. Yeah.
Oh, no, never
Jeez
been.
Louise, dude. Live a
So yeah.
little.
Jeez
alright.
Louise, it's right down the block from your house.
I figured you would have been there.
No.
World bugs. We can talk about that. But no, Wild Wild West was always talking about expanding. They were gonna do Life Light out there. They were gonna do a bunch of things, and it just never happened. They were gonna do drive-in movie theaters. They were gonna do all these things, and this is like 10, 12 years ago they talked about it. And I'm very surprised that they haven't got to that point. But Valley Fair, favorite ride,
yeah.
Valley Fair, ready to
Wild
go.
Thing.
What?
Wild Thing.
That's your favorite ride?
There.
Yeah.
I mean, that
What do you
is
think I was going to say? Twister?
Dallas
What?
Twister.
What's Twister?
Wait.
You mean Corkscrew?
Corkscrew. Thanks. Yep.
No.
The one that holds you and then drops you.
Oh,
What
Power
was
Tower?
that one? No.
The Viking
Won't
ship.
you then?
The which one?
The Viking ship?
No.
No, you
literally,
think-
it goes forward and
Oh
kind
yeah, the
twists
steel
and then
venom. Steel venom.
Steel Venom. Thanks. Yeah, that one was fun too. What am I supposed to say? The white coaster that nobody knows the name, the one wooden one.
Figured
Yeah.
Excalibur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Excalibur.
What was the other? The water one was what? Thunder Canyon?
Yeah.
That was one of them. Yeah.
And
When
then,
I was at
the
Valley
Wave.
Fair one time, I think it was. I don't know if it was the last time that I was there. I wouldn't go on that steel venom anymore, and it might. I don't know. Even next time I go there, I might still be scared of it. It got stuck at the very top because it how it stops for a second and then
Yeah,
lets
and then
go.
drops.
Oh yeah, it was stuck at the top with people in there, and I was like, hell no.
Yes.
Like, oh my
Well,
god.
You guys seen the post of the roller coaster where that outside piece is like bending
Yeah.
out?
hmm
I guarantee that shit happened when we went to the places back in the day.
Oh, had to have. Yeah.
There's no way that everything was totally compliant.
Up to code.
Oh,
What are you chomping on?
hot tamales.
Go figure.
Oh, it's got the
Mm.
munchies.
Hot tamales and your big gulps.
No. Always gotta make fun of me.
I'm just asking.
Uh,
I mean,
No, I
we
wanna-
all make fun of each other. I mean, we rip on McConnell plenty. He's probably drinking a $12 can of beer over there.
7.
Anyways, borrow bucks, dude. I had a buddy leave borrow bucks. Well, most people, there's quite a few people that meet their wives at borrow bucks. So you really have to be careful
What the
how
hell
you talk
was
about
that?
that. Huh?
It's the vinyl taco old
Oh, okay.
bar. Yeah.
But anyways, the thing about borrow bucks was that was kind of like the Lantern. Actually, it was the last place you went to typically. They do penny taps and all the the good deals with that, but I watched a guy, may or may not have been my roommate at the time, leave that place, get into a tan Grand Am, and hopped in the back seat, passed the fuck out, and ended up in Crooks.
Oh,
We lived
no.
in Harrisburg. He woke up and he's like, where am I? So he starts walking out into like the city, and it's in Crooks. Crooks was smaller back then too. This is like 2010. He calls, I mean, we had cell phones. He calls us and he goes, I have no idea where I'm at. And I was like, well, are you in like a town or like, and he go, what happened to you? He's like, I just woke up in a car. And he goes, he's like, I have no idea where I'm at. I was like,
That's
did they
awesome.
not know you were in there? And he's like, no.
Wait.
So I told him, I said, are you in like, around buildings and stuff? And he said, yeah. I said, well, either ask somebody around you or start like looking for like, the post office or like
Street signs.
go to the edge of go to the edge of the town. Cause we didn't have, smartphones to find all that. He gets to the edge of the town. He's like, I'm in Crooks. We're like, that's great. Like you left Bucks, woke up in Crooks. That's probably my best like borrow buck story. That was fun, but
Holy shit!
I know you got something, McConnell. You gotta have something.
So no, okay.
Not
Oh.
in bucks. No, we didn't.
Quick,
That was-
similar. So one of my really, really good friends, her and a couple others went down to visit a friend in Minneapolis one night. They went out to the bars. One of them got lost and then ended up going, and she thought that she went to the right apartment. She slept over in someone else's apartment on their couch overnight.
like a stranger.
Yes.
That
And
happened.
they
And the
found
stranger?
her. Yeah, they found her in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, she's lucky that they were friendly people.
Well, did you ever hear about that guy in Brookings that walked into the wrong house on Main and then ended up getting shot?
Oh,
So
God.
I used to live on 5th,
Oh.
right around the corner. I'm literally like that backyard goes to the alley that was right next to the house that I lived in. And we used to walk home too because it's right across railroad tracks from downtown Brookings. But when I heard that story, I was like, Jesus, like,
Yeah, he thought he was drunk. He thought the friend was like messing with him. He's like, "Come on, let me in." He's like, "You don't live here." And he's like, "Let me in." He's like, "If you come in, I'm gonna shoot you." And he's like, "Ah." And then came through, shotgun chest.
Oh God.
game over.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah. Get to the, what does it say?
We did. It said, did you get to do go to Valley Fair as like school trips? We didn't do it as like physics for like older. We did it as like in 6th grade, I think.
Yeah.
We got to go to Valley Fair like once or twice or
Well,
something.
was Travis in a Minnesota school?
No.
Oh.
He would have been Vermilion.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think,
Right?
I don't know. We were closer. Maybe. I don't know. He'll respond.
He will.
So, obviously, bars, theme parks. We're just kind of going down the list. What is? I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole, and just because we all have kids, what's your take?
Yes.
What's your take on Disney?
I heard they're going to sell out to Apple. You hear that?
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm asking you because I want to know what your.
What's
Here's
our
the question
take on?
then:
You mean by that?
if you were told you could go to Disney, you have a week off and you can go to Disney because you want to for whatever reason, are you
Mhm.
going?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not.
I love it. I love it.
Fucking, it's a goddamn trap, dude.
No.
I like it.
And not only that, the shit that dude, I should send you that TikTok, the stuff that Disney's doing for like kids and stuff like that. I'm just gonna air this out too. The stuff with I've been informed. This is not breaking news, but I've been informed, and I could be wrong. Good thing we don't have a bunch of people listening to this, but I've been told that Hy-Vee is not going to be part of the Legends organization and fundraiser next year.
I don't know what the Legends is.
What's that? Yeah, we don't know.
It's a thing tied to Sanford that's been going on forever. It's when they get like Chad Greenway and all those guys to come to Sioux Falls.
Oh, the Vikings people?
Oh, okay, yeah, they do like the golf tournament
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And so they're talking, like Hy-Vee's like allegedly talking about getting out of it. There are things that other health organizations are doing, not to get too detailed, but when a group like that is starting to get into endorsing and exposing children to changing their gender at a young age, this is why organizations are leaving said organizations when you start getting to that. Now, Disney, have you watched The Red Hair?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
If I told you it was a movie about them educating children on what a girl's period is like, and it's rated for children to watch, and there's a lot of cryptic things that I don't know. I disagree with it. I would not. I don't. Disney's really taking a turn for the worse.
Wow, gross.
That's weird. Yeah.
Even the stuff like the Disney Channel, they showed Disney Channel stuff back in the day when they would talk about like the country and like the 4th of July and the meaning of it. And then they have another one where they talk about the whole LGBTQ plus IA, all this other stuff that's going on with it. And they're like continually repeating why people need to be a part of it. This seems like it's way over your head, but this is why a lot of people
I just haven't seen it.
No, it's just weird because like people are like, my stance on it will always be like, I really don't care what you do, what you are.
Just don't throw it in my face.
Yeah, exactly. And don't come to my front door and do it.
Don't come at me.
Yeah.
Don't at me.
Like to me, I always just want people to be happy, but might be hard to believe. I know Ryan McConnell's really hard to crack. He probably ain't into that. I watch.
Yeah, Turning Red. That was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Turning Red. Sorry.
Oh yes, I have seen that one. Yes.
You've seen it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
wait.
kid's cartoon where she turns to a panda when she gets her period.
I can't read that. It's too small on my screen.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Let me just fill you in about how I am a really bad movie watcher.
You've watched it. You just haven't paid attention.
I had no idea.
But you've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought she turned into
Yeah.
the panda and she was pissed.
Yeah. No, because of her emotions, because of
way.
her shedding of the uterus. You know?
I totally missed that.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people on the internet are starting to like troll for
I'll
that.
have to watch it again. I'm so confused.
Some of the
Learn
newer
about your
ones
body,
too.
Amber.
Huh.
No, it's just
Yeah.
Disney.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, saw nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's all a matter of opinion. But anyways, Disney. Oh, here's one. Cruise ships. When's the last time you've been on a cruise ship?
Never.
2 weeks from now.
Shut up,
You're going
really?
on one?
Yeah.
Just
You
you
just
and the
had a
wife,
week
or
off.
you're bringing everybody?
Everybody.
Disney cruise,
Oh, you.
No. Cheaper.
Carnival.
Correct.
Gotcha.
It's just a 4-day Mexico one. So we're going to be in California for 3 days. Rented a car. We'll do some of our favorite spots in like Huntington Beach and stuff, Laguna.
Oh, you're north.
And then, yeah, like LA. And then we'll go on our boat and then we go to somewhere in Mexico and then come back. And we fly back.
How long you gone?
7 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Right after my vacation last week.
Yeah, and so you were just gone for a week. You got another week?
Yep. Vacation. Yep. Yeah. Since the last one.
Perks
I
of the
didn't say it
job.
was
Also,
vacation. I didn't say the
I'm just
last week
kidding.
was vacation. I said you got
No.
a week off.
Yeah. No, it just kind of worked out. We didn't really have any other time.
Oh.
Since we usually take it in like January, February, but then with my dad's stuff, then I was already gone that week because of
I
all
mean,
that
your mom
crap.
and dad stuff.
Mom and dad stuff last week. Dad stuff January. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Have you ever been on a Carnival cruise?
Not Carnival, just always Royal Caribbean. No, I have been on one Carnival cruise.
Yeah. Do you know what the top deck is?
No.
So where the fin is, like the
Yeah.
blue and red fin. I was 13, I think, and I didn't know. Like, I truthfully didn't know. I was just walking around the
Feet
ship.
over the ledge, didn't you?
No,
Yeah.
I was just walking around, and I walk up the steps by myself. You know, it was just me and my sisters and my mom and dad. Like, it was similar, like just kids, right?
Big orgy.
No, it's literally the topless deck. Everybody up there is topless.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God.
Not on the
Swear to
Carnival.
God.
There's no way.
This lady comes up to me and she goes, excuse me, young sir, you are not supposed to be up here. And I was like, why not?
And you're like,
And I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, like
Yeah.
women are just laying there topless. Swear to God. It's where the red fin is.
or it's
Oh.
it's the carnival.
You
Yeah.
Googling it right now? Fact checking. Good.
I remember it very clearly. But anyways, it was a topless deck. And then you have to order pizza, obviously, to your room at midnight.
Yep.
We
At the naked top deck.
you can't get delivered
Yeah.
there. But then
Hopefully
we
it's
would
pepperoni
also
pizza.
like you do you get the excursions, right? And they do the like snorkeling and all those things you can do. Well,
What
you go
happens
snorkeling.
on the top deck of a cruise ship?
They give you your flippers and all that stuff beforehand. You just put them on and run up and down the hallways really, really fast and make a bunch of noise. The other thing that's awkward too is I remember because we never had like a upper like room because we always were walking around like we didn't really care and it was only like a 4-day like Bahamas one or 4-day 3-night whatever. Anyways, so we had rooms downstairs. You would take the stairs instead of the elevator sometime and you would see kids sitting in the hallway. Mom and dad are in the room just smashing.
Gross.
Yeah, and you could hear it because it's all hollow. Like there's no soundproofing.
Add to the reasons I will never go on a cruise.
Well, we were
Why?
never in a room, like literally, because they have fake windows in
Here's-
your rooms.
Yeah, you're just there to sleep.
I'm not finding anything to indicate this, Mike Miller.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
Oh,
it's fine.
no, I believe you. I was just saying, maybe it's, it's hush hush.
Probably
It's like
VIP.
the underground.
Yeah.
It's like Fight Club.
I'm not kidding. I was on it and it just happened.
What's up? Ooh.
Oh, Amber. Amber. You okay? You almost died.
I'm sober too, guys.
Here,
You could have.
Oh, here it is. Perfect. God, that didn't take long.
Amber's just a bad Googler.
Am I a bad Googler?
Here, I'll send it to the group chat here. Anyways,
Okay.
Virus.
Anyways, we're at time. Luckily, Ryan can verify in a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
But if you watch that video, it'll tell you why they're not doing it anymore.
Not doing what?
Oh, will not bring back topless decks.
Yeah, it legit
Oh,
was a thing.
nice.
So,
Nice.
call me a liar.
You're trash.
I didn't. I said I wasn't finding anything to indicate this.
You go to the extent to try to prove me wrong, but anyways,
No, and let me just clear up the air. I'm not that kind of guy that I Google things. It was just kind of a little funny fact. I want to know if
I wanted to see
true.
if it's true. I'll find out. Well, it's not anymore. I'm gonna tell.
I don't have a
I'll
logo.
tell Raina that it is.
They
Yeah, I'll go up
ended
there.
it-
Look,
they
I'll go
ended
up there
it with-
topless. It's
They
fine.
ended it with the little boy wandered up and saw all the topless ladies, and they're like, "No more,
Don't you do it, Mike Miller. I know what that is.
no more."
No one wants to hear it.
This is what we're closing out.
It's already bad audio. And I'm cutting it on my side. Bye forever.
No,
It's out. I'm out.
sing it.
Did you cut it off?
On my side.
What do you
I
mean?
hate hearing myself.
Sing it.
Mm-mm.
Are we still recording?
Oh yeah, he is.
Miller,
Yeah, he's going.
turn it on.
I'm telling you right now, man. That voice.
Angelic.
I'm gonna.
Angelic.
I wouldn't say angelic, but
It's like a mix between Fergie and Jesus.
I feel like I was gonna say. I feel like an angel has landed in
Yeah.
front of me.
I just want for the sake of the recording and on Apple Podcasts. No joke, dude. Did not think you were that good. Like I knew you could sing, right?
Yep.
But I tell people in the last week, like since it happened,
Love it.
there's something that was so like surprising, right? Good surprise, but surprising that I was just like, there's not a
I'm
chance.
his friend. I know him.
No, I
know
played
him.
out, dude. I'm telling you right now, if you know I were to have to deal with something very similar to that, it just even like if it was my sister or like uncle, even I don't think I could sing. So for that reason, good job.
Yep.
Gold star.
Yep.
Mhm.
Honored him the best way I could, you know?
Yeah. That was
Singing. Singing away.
You already said bye forever on yours. That's fine. That's
Yep.
cool. Jerk.
Jerk. Bye forever.
All right, take us out.
Bye forever.